What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 7 of my NBA 2K16 Bulls Fantasy Draft MyGM. Now here, going into this game, we're going to be playing the All-Star game here. As you can see from that little screen right there, we are 4th in our conference, and something else, if you guys were not able to catch, is that we are on an 8-game winning streak right now going to this All-Star break. So we have finished off this first half of the season unbelievably strong, and that's probably the only reason right now that we're even really in the playoff hunt. Prior to that win streak, I was actually kind of concerned whether we would even make the playoffs, but due to that big push towards the end of this first half of the season, it's looking pretty good for us in terms of making the playoffs. So right here, we're going to be playing with the All-Star teams. Of course, we're playing with the East. We're going to be representing the East, considering that we are the Chicago Bulls. We are an Eastern Conference team. Now, before we actually get in this game and before it gets too far in depth, something I do actually want to mention is that nobody on our team actually makes the All-Star game, even though we have Kyrie, even though we have DeAndre Jordan. Neither of them make the All-Star game. We can't be that surprised, though, because remember, Kyrie Irving was injured for a couple weeks this season, so he did miss out on a lot of stats. He did miss out on a lot of games. Therefore, he was not able to get the votes necessary towards getting him actually in this All-Star game. Plus, this All-Star game was our All-Star team was absolutely stacked with players. We had just phenomenal point guards. We had John Wall, John Wall, Stephen Curry. We even had, I believe, one other player. I can't remember exactly who it was, but we had like 3 very, very good point guards in this Eastern Conference. So even if Kyrie was there the whole first half of the season, I'm not even sure if he would then be inducted into this All-Star game. So I'm right here, we're just doing whatever we can, having some fun primarily. I mean, technically, since this is the All-Star game, this is one of the few games I can play which actually does not have meaning, so I'm pretty much just having fun with shooting the ball with some of these new players, some of these new young guys, and talented All-Stars that were able to make it in this All-Star game. For example, Stephen Curry, I was having a lot of fun with him. Remember, he was in my other fantasy draft franchise I did on NBA 2K16. He was just a dominant player, so I was having some fun with him in this All-Star game, just kind of remembering the good times I had with him. Then I was also having some fun with guys as Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, even, what's his face? I can't remember. We had Klay Thompson too. We had Paul George, just a dominant trio and just group of shooters. I mean, it was just crazy how many good players we had on this team. So that was one of the fun things about the All-Star games. I really had no worries. I was just able to shoot the ball freely. There was really no intensity or no real, no real concerns in terms of if I'm going to make the shot or not. I didn't really care because this game really didn't matter. So I was just having some fun with shooting the ball and things of that nature. Now, right here, just kind of moving on. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about this game. Like I said, it doesn't have a whole lot of meaning, but it's going to be a very good back and forth battle. You will see this in terms of a lot of quick baskets from there, and they were basically playing in the paint. I'll be honest, they had better big men than we did, featuring probably what I would consider the best big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins. They were doing a great job down low, with just getting those easy twos. But our team primarily focuses around the 3-ball, so our teams ran completely differently. And I guess that's just kind of the difference between the Western and Eastern Conference in this year's, or in this MyGM itself, because you know the fantasy draft just drafts random players, and it seems like they drafted more 3-point shooters towards this conference and more inside scorers towards the Western Conference. It's kind of funny how that worked out. It was all coincidental, but they did actually have James Harden, who managed to hit a few outside shots right there. He's going to hit that mid-ranger to bring him within 2, so we're going to do whatever we can to try to extend this lead a little bit more. So here, Klay Thompson gets backed up to the 3-point line, is managing to knock that one home down. So you actually see Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson are back on the same team in this game, finally featuring each other. I mean, obviously, it's kind of weird seeing players play against each other and stuff, especially when they're great teammates in real life. For example, ever seeing Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook matched up against each other is kind of a weird experience and things of that nature. But either way, you see it's going to be really close here going in the 4th quarter. We're actually only up by 1, but we're going to do whatever we can to get some points up on the board before the shot clock runs out, and we are going to do just that as we hit a 3 right there with John Wall to put us up by 4 going in the 4th quarter, and we will actually start with the ball in the 4th quarter. So we're going to try to continue some momentum right here and get a pretty nice rally. So right here, we're going to just kind of juke him out a little bit. Steph Curry take a little step back and hit another 3 right here. So back-to-back threes, one to end the 3rd and one to start the 4th. That's exactly what we needed, back-to-back possessions of hitting 3s, and that's going to give us a pretty nice lead. And right here, Steph Curry's just going to keep it cooking, keep it coming. As right there, he's going to hit it off a few different parts of the backboard and actually manage to knock that one home. So I'm just going to kind of continuously normal game. Now, something I want to discuss real quick as this video kind of winds down to an end right here. We will actually hit a 3 to kind of end the game, but something I wanted to talk about was that the series is kind of lagging out a little bit. I will be honest, I haven't been posting a ton of this, and I think I mentioned this before in a few other videos, but I just want to keep re-emphasizing that 2K is just not fun this year. I don't know what it is, but they just ruined the gameplay to me. Like, I've been playing it, I've been doing whatever I can to get into it, and it's just not fun. Like, I'm not having any fun playing it. And it's kind of ruining my chances of enjoying this series. So I'm going to do whatever I can to try to get back into it, but for the most part, the gameplay of 2K this year is really just ruining this series for me, so I hope you guys understand. Either way, if you guys enjoyed, please click the like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion on this series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below, and make sure to subscribe if you have not already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for all the support and continuing the greatness of this series. I will see you guys next time. Peace out.